Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Who's going to rent that house?
Only a room in the useful place, you know.
How much?
I don't know, about $50 each guy or something like that.
It is a nice place. If I paid him 100, I could have my own room.
You?
Why not? You don't like the idea?
Like it? I think it's fantastic. Do you always make decisions so quickly?
Usually.
You'd just be 2 doors down from our house.
That's if Des agrees to it.
Ah, of course he'll agree to it. Look, would you like me to have a word
No,
to him?
I'll do it first thing in the morning. Here's to your father.
My father?
It was his idea, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, but I don't think you were exactly what he had in mind.
Right. Well, that's it. I think I'll lock up and call it a night.
Just a minute.
What?
For months now, you've been standing up and yawning at the same time and saying you'll lock up and call it a night.
So?
Jim, you're in a rut. The kids are out enjoying themselves. Why don't you get away from this house once in a while?
And why don't you practice what you preach?
You're in a rut, Jim Robinson.
I like it that way.
Dad,
What?
I got you another coffee.
All right. That's better. Better. Still got to watch that entry, bud.
Yeah, I know. Hi.
Hi.
Dad, you remember Daphne, don't you?
What's she doing here?
I invited her. What'd you think?
Very impressive.
Yep. Well, we're going to stand here all day. We're going to get on with it, eh?
Sure. Oh, look, I told Daphne about your suggestion.
What?
About renting a room with Des Clarke.
Well, has he found someone yet?
I hope so. Come on, let's go back in. In a minute.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Do you ever see things?
What sort of things?
Accidents and things.
Yeah, I've seen accidents. What are you on about?
In dreams?
Dreams?
Ah, forget it.
Here comes Sharon and the girls.
Hi.
Hi.
Where have you been?
Oh, the bus was late.
Where's Jill?
Couldn't make it. Oh, look what the cat dragged in.
Don't you ever let up.
Ooh, it's like that, is it?
She can't help what her mother's like. Hi, Kim.
Well, come on, let's get your gear on.
That's it. Try that. That's better. That's better.
Is he really going to win a gold medal?
He sticks to his training, doesn't get mixed up with the wrong crowd.
Oh, is he mixed up with the wrong crowd?
Not yet. Not if I can help it.
How's it going?
I've enjoyed it.
Good, good.
Well, I'll be on my way.
Why?
Well, I've seen you train. That's what I came for.
Well, look, I'll be through in about half an hour. We can have a coffee.
Oh, no, I want to see Des. I don't want to miss out on that room.
What room?
Daphne's hoping to rent the room at Desi's place.
Now, look, Des is renting only to men. And they'd need crash-hot references.
Don't worry, Mr. Ramsay. I'll talk him around.
You won't talk me round, but...
Oh, I see. You own the house.
Of course I don't own the house.
And what's it got to do with you?
I'll tell you what it's got to do with me. There's no way I'm having a stripper living in my street.
Oh, it's the street you own.
Now, look. I'll have you know that street was named after my grandfather, young woman.
Come on, Dad. Look, this is between Des and Daphne.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Ramsay. Guess I'll be seeing you around. Bye, Shane.
Isn't he great? That's Danny's brother, Shane. I reckon he'll make the next Olympic team and win a gold.
I think Danny wants you.
Come on! In a minute! Oh, Danny's a good diver too. Almost as good as Shane. You sure you won't come in?
Can't swim. Booked a lesson, but the instructor didn't show.
Well, why didn't you say? Come on, I'll teach you.
Oh, no thanks. I'm catching the next bus. Thanks all the same.
Okay. Maybe next time.
All right.
Good.
You're not concentrating. I mean, you say you understand what I'm telling you, but as soon as you get to the board, you forget.
Okay, so I forget.
Shane, this is Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
We've been watching you train. I think you're fantastic.
Thanks.
Will you really be going to the next Olympics?
Well,
Now, how dumb can you get? You know how he needs his train? You start bringing kids up for a talk.
I was introducing a friend to my brother, all right?
Sit in the pool and get off home.
If we ever do that to him again, Dad?
Excuse me, Mr. Robertson.
Oh, good morning, Daphne.
I don't suppose you know where Des is.
Matter of fact, I do. He went down to the tip with Paul. Should be back any moment now.
Good.
You did a nice job tidying up after that Bucks party.
Thanks. Mr. Robertson, I have to find a new place and I can afford the $100 Des needs.
Oh, that's great. Should sort a few problems out too, and it's a nice house.
It wouldn't worry you? Des sharing with a girl?
Why should it worry me? It's got nothing to do with me or anybody else. Of course, it's up to Des, but I hope you get it.
Thanks.
Sorry, it just wouldn't work.
Oh, come on, of course it'd work. Besides, you've seen what a great housekeeper Daphne is. Look, if you had two guys here, you'd just be falling over each other.
Listen, after what I went through yesterday, there is no way I'm going to rent to a woman. No offence, Daphne, but that's the way I feel.
Would you excuse us a moment, please, Paul?
Yeah, sure. Remember, she's offering you $100 a week, mate.
Des, I'm not trying to seduce you. Just rent a room.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be any seducing either side.
Good. Look, Des, you and I could do each other a favour out of this. I have to move out of the place I'm in, and you need a tenant.
With references and a bond?
No worries. I'd keep out of your way. It'd be strictly landlord and tenant.
Yeah, you say that now. But after a while, you'd start... You know? Sorry, Daphne, I know what women are like.
You don't know what this one's like. Come on, Des, we could try it for a month. If it doesn't work out for either of us, I'll go with no hard feelings.
It isn't just that. Look, I've got nothing against you, OK? It's the Neighbours. Oh, you've seen what Max Ramsay's like for starters. Can you imagine what he's going to say?
I'm not worried about what Max Ramsay will say, or the Neighbours. I'd just like to hear what you say.
I mean, you should have seen her. Cool as a cucumber she was. Oh, it's the street you are. Cripes.
It's not really our business, Max.
Our business if our son gets involved with the butt. What do you have to say when that happens?
Nothing. If Shane gets involved with any girl, it's his choice.
Well, I'll have something to say. Just you wait.
Max, she's just a girl. And all we know, she might be a very nice girl. Please don't be like that. Look, taste this and see if it's right for you.
Not enough salt.
You eat too much salt. Promise you won't keep on about that girl. You know what Shane's like.
Yeah, takes after his mother.
Yeah? Takes after his father.
It's only me.
Oh, come in, Jin.
I thought this might help get that ceiling down.
Oh, beauty,
She's
Jim.
dried out
Thanks.
yet?
Come and have a look.
Oh, that's looking better already, Max.
Yeah. In case I pull it down or it'd fall down, but... Yeah. Flaming kid. Flooded the whole house, you know.
Oh, well, accidents happen.
Accidents? Stupidity, more like. I mean, do your kids run a bath and then listen to rock music for an hour before they remember to turn the tap off, eh?
No, but I suppose it's always the first time. Let me know if you need a hand.
Thanks. Oh, Jim. Got a surprise for you. You know that stripper's trying to move in on Des Clarke?
Yeah, I was talking to her earlier on. She seemed like a really nice girl.
Oh, what? Now, look, Jim, if a stripper moves into the street, property values would go down like a... And anyway, you know how some of the neighbours are about girls like that.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about the wowsers. I think most of us are welcome. See you later, Maureen.
Can you believe that? All the years I've known him, I never thought he'd welcome a woman like that into this street.
Jim Robinson is a very compassionate man.
Here we are, nice and cold.
Oh, lovely.
Here we are, Dad.
Hi, Mr. Robinson.
Hi, Daphne. How'd you get on?
I'm in.
Congratulations. Daphne, this is my mother-in-law, Mrs. Daniels, and my daughter, Julie.
Hello.
Hello, Daphne.
How do you do, Daphne? When do you move in?
Friday.
It's worked out well, hasn't it? See ya.
Who's that?
I thought you'd know all about her. She's the notorious stripper.
Is that her? And what, she's moving in with Des?
Yes, she's moving in with Des. You see, your grandmother and I thought she'd be good company for him, now that he's on his own.
Where does all the food go?
What?
When they cancel a wedding, where does all the food go?
Oh, Lucy, please, look, I've got more on my mind than leftover food.
She's pretty, isn't she?
Who?
Des's new girlfriend. I saw her talking to Dad.
Lucy, she's not Des's new girlfriend, all right? She's just a tenant.
I heard Uncle Max say she was going to give the street a bad name.
Yeah, well, I agree with him. God, Des must have taken leave of his senses to let a girl like that move in.
If you would have married Des, you would have been living there, wouldn't you?
Yes, well, the point is I didn't marry him, did I? If Des isn't careful who he lets his rooms to, he won't get a decent girl wanting to marry him.
What's the difference between a decent girl and a stripper?
Well, I'd like to think I'm a decent girl, and she isn't. That's the difference.
Oh.
So when Mum died, Grandma moved in. And she's been there ever since.
Do you like her, your grandmother?
Yeah, she's great. She paints.
Oh, does she? Hey, look, I better go. I promised my mother I'd be home by 12.
Okay, I'll walk you home.
No, I'll be all right. You stay here and finish your ice cream.
Yeah, all right.
I'll see you at school. Bye.
Bye.
Quick, shut the door.
Having trouble again, Mrs. Armitage?
Oh, one of these days, so help me, Paul, I'll part that mongrel's hair with an axe.
Now, Mrs. Armitage, what's that they say about turning the other cheek?
Turning the other cheek? You want to try living with that animal and turning the other cheek? You know what he'd do. He'd punch you right in the mouth, that's what he'd do.
Yeah, well, Grandma's in the garden. You want me to call her?
Oh, no, love. Just give me some sanctuary until he calms down a bit. Oh, I tell you this much. If my mother was alive today, she'd turn in her grave to see the way I'm treated. You should have seen him when I first met him. Butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. My parents forced this marriage on me, you know. They thought the sun shone out of his... well, you know.
Look, Mrs. Armitage, have you ever thought of counselling?
You think I'm a bit off me head? Well, with all the knocking about I've had, I wouldn't wonder now. I wouldn't... Oh, hello, Mrs. Daniels.
Oh, there you are, Mrs. Armitage. I thought I saw you run in.
Oh, I'm sorry to do this to you again, Mrs. Daniels, but you know he always calms down after a bit.
Yes. Well, you sit there and chat to Paul, and I'll go and make a cuppa, and you can have it before you go.
Oh, look, I've always been a good woman, Paul. I mean, I do my best. I put ice in his beer, and he still hits me.
Hi, Mum.
Just in time. What goes in the basket? You haven't seen Danny in your travels, have you?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about him. I don't think he's hungry. That's not what your mother asked you. Do you know where he went when he left the pool?
He's at Des Clarke's.
Oh, great. He's visiting the stripper. Ain't got the manners to tell his own mum he'd be late for a meal, but...
You embarrassed him this morning, Dad.
That'll be the day anyone embarrasses that smart aleck. Anyway, only told him what he already knows, not to interrupt you when you're training.
It didn't worry me.
Well, it worried me. Look, if you want me to train you, you do things my way.
I'll go and ask Danny to come in for his meal.
Don't ask him, tell him.
It's always the same, you know. Well, he picks on me even when it isn't my fault. It's really great when a chick from your own class tells you to teach your old man some manners.
Oh, you can't really blame him. I mean, if Shane wants a gold medal, he'll have one hell of a time from now on.
I'll tell you something. It's the old man that wants that medal more than Shane. All my life, all I've ever heard him do is yap about winning.
He used to be a bit of a sportsman, wasn't he?
Runner. Didn't make it. Well, that's why Shane's got to do it for him.
You want more coffee?
No, thanks. Hi, your lunch is ready. How'd you go with Daphne?
We're giving it a trial. Strictly landlord and tenant, or out she goes.
Great. How about that, eh? All that sex and you get paid for it as well. Have you finished?
Yeah, take him home. He's getting insulting.
I'm going into town for a while.
Come on, Danny. Look, you know what Dad's like. He's always saying things that he doesn't mean. Anyway, Mum's got your lunch ready.
He's always putting me down, Shane.
I know, but I'll protect you. Now, thank Des for the coffee.
Thanks for the coffee, Des.
That's all right. I'll see you both later.
If he says one more word, just one more word.
Now, don't get violent, Squirt. You know what you're like when you get violent.
Oh, I don't know if I really want to go away on this holiday Saturday.
Now, don't start that again. You know you're going to enjoy it once you get away.
Yes. You know Lorraine phoned?
No? How's Lorraine now?
Oh, well, I just couldn't tell her about Des and that girl.
I shouldn't think so. Nothing to do with you or her.
Oh, well, I mean, she was going to marry him, Grandma.
And stood him up at the last minute. What Des does now is his own concern.
Hi. Sorry I'm a bit late.
Have a good swim?
Yeah, great.
OK, round him up. It's ready.
I'll get it. Hello?
Hi, may I please speak to Scott?
Speaking.
It's Kim.
Oh, hi. I was just thinking about you.
I just wanted to thank you for this morning.
Oh, no worries.
I really enjoyed it.
Me too. I was going to ask you.
Oh, Paul, call your father and Lucy,
Sure,
will you?
we could go out on Saturday.
Great.
Dad, Lucy, dinner.
We could have a meal, okay?
Sure.
Scott, Grandma's getting annoyed.
I'm doing no such
I'll
thing.
arrange your time and place at school, okay?
Yeah, okay.
I've got to go. Bye.
Bye.
Who was that?
Oh, just Betty. She wants me to go out on Saturday.
Out? Where?
We haven't decided. Maybe the movies?
You know I don't like that girl.
Well, you don't like any of my friends. Anyway, I said I'm going and I'm going.
Hello.
Hi, Grandma.
How was school?
Oh, okay.
Hi, Mrs. Daniels. Scott.
Lorraine, what are you doing here?
I've come to see Des. Is he home?
Yes, I think so. Are you sure you should be seeing him?
Oh, I'm not scared of him, if that's what you mean. After all, I was going to marry him. Oh, tell Julie I'll pop in and see her later on.
Has Daphne moved in?
No, not yet. But today's the day.
Yeah, but it wasn't my fault. My best man phoned as soon as I knew I wasn't going to get married. Doors open. Yeah, but $800. Come on, surely you must have sold those tickets to someone else when we didn't show?
Hello, Des.
Yeah. Yep. Listen, can I call you back? Yeah, before 5. Thanks. What are you doing here?
Visiting.
Visiting? Why?
I thought, well, if I could explain why I couldn't go through with the wedding.
You don't have to do that. As far as I'm concerned, it's all over and done with.
No, you don't mean that, Des. I know you too well. Because I know you so well, I kept thinking about you alone here without me all this week. Can't be easy for you going to bed at night knowing you should have been on your honeymoon.
Hey, what is this?
Okay. Maybe I made a mistake. But I thought we could be just friends. After all, we had a lot of fun together. And the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced I shouldn't have listened to my father and other people. Since I called the wedding off, everything's gone wrong. Mum's really upset. Dad's being just
Lorraine,
awful.
just don't do this to me, please.
And I left you with this lovely house. I know I've been unfair to you. Please let me try to make it up. I really miss you, Des.
Hi. Daphne. You remember Lorraine?
Hi, Lorraine. I'll go on through.
Through where?
I live here.
Just what does that mean?
It means Daphne lives here, as in sharing.
Oh, I see. She spends the night before our wedding with you, and now she's living here.
Now, hold on, Lorraine. This is really no concern of yours. You dumped me, remember? Daphne is simply a tenant.
A tenant?
Yes. You left me with a lot of debts, including a hefty mortgage on this house. I've got to pay out every week or I go under.
I'm dying for a cup of tea. Will you two join me?
Yeah, sure. Lorraine?
Sure. Why not?
I can't make out your year of birth.
It's 1970.
So, that makes you 15.
Yeah.
Well, Kim, what seems to be the trouble?
There's no trouble.
No?
Look, I just want to go on the pew, that's all.